Exhale Pro Stories invites you to join us as we explore the High Road Beyond Borders tour, an exciting journey to Thailand. Together, we'll learn about the rich culture, evolving landscape, and current state of the cannabis market as it exists in Thailand today. Take the High Road tour with us and discover what's possible beyond borders.
This is Fame Noel, y'all, with Exhale Pro Stories on exhalesocial.com. This is where we explore the people behind the brands and, in this case, the tours. We are super, super proud to be official media partners with the High Road Tour Beyond Borders. The destination we're going to is Thailand. This tour was created by international market pioneer and 30-year cannabis veteran Monica Marie Garcia. And today we have the pleasure of meeting with Bryan from the Beach Samui. Welcome.
Hey, how are you doing? Hi, Fame.
I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing absolutely wonderful. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm so glad we can coordinate and get on the same page with times, because you're 12 hours ahead of us, not 12 hours behind. See, that's important to know. As I was
I'm on the day ahead of you guys. Yeah.
Yes. Nevertheless, we're super psyched to have you here. We have been talking with the media partners and the sponsors for the High Road Beyond Borders tour all week. So we're going to be bringing you not just coverage of the tour, but also, some tidbits like we do with XL Social Pro. Our audience is mostly professionals who are looking, of course, to find inspiration in our guests. So a big part of XL Social Pro, again, is really exploring the humans behind the brands, and specifically within the cannabis space. So again, welcome, Bryan. I want to jump right into it. Tell me about the culture in Thailand, specifically when it comes to cannabis tourism.
The potential for cannabis tourism here is enormous. The type of tourism they've focused on so far is wellness tourism. And Thailand, I believe, gets something like 600,000 people every month coming into Thailand to do wellness retreats, weight loss retreats, fitness programs, Muay Thai boxing programs, generally fitness programs around weight loss or fasting. And they're pretty common things in all different parts of Thailand to do that. Samui is particularly because of it's an island, you get that island vibe and people like it. But cannabis tourism is something completely new to Thailand. Initially, they launched cannabis. They launched it as a medical cannabis program. And then everybody dropped the medical and it became just an open market product. It was sold without any doctors or any prescriptions. And of late, many people will have seen, I've had hundreds of questions, people asking me, have they stopped cannabis now in Thailand? Have they completely changed it? And the answer is no. It's just gone back to what it was originally set up as, medical cannabis program, which, as we all know in the industry, is probably very similar to the recreational market in terms of how people consume or the reasons they use cannabis. It's just a different term. It's how it's phrased. And what Thailand's very aware of is its image around the world. It's known as a destination for wellness, for luxury tourism and experiences in nature. And where they're hoping cannabis fits in is not to see people partying recklessly. And they're looking for more of a serene atmosphere around cannabis. And I think our hotel fits that bill quite well. It's a cannabis-friendly luxury environment where people can come and enjoy cannabis in an environment where it's, the product's safe. It's been tested. It's come from a GACP facility, which is what the legal requirements are. We have herbal doctors at the hotel. You can have a prescription when you arrive, tell them what your ailments are, what you need cannabis for. And away you go. It's a one-stop shop and a 2-minute turnaround. And then
I love that. That makes it very traveler friendly.
I think, and to be very clear, 95% of our customers are foreign travelers They're not local Thai customers. The hotel's a medium to upmarket hotel. We're in the medium to upper bracket. We're not the most expensive hotel by far. And so some of the more local people would stay at a different hotel. We get outside customers come in, but typically they're foreign customers. The typical Thai customer will buy weed from one of their friends, and they don't pay the shop prices,
Right. It's
which might be
similar here.
$10, $15. Yeah. Just like typically like locals would back at home in our home cities, well, not my home city, Hong Kong. It's very illegal to have any CBD, never mind cannabis.
You mentioned earlier that you have been in Thailand for 25 years now. In the last 25 years, what changes have you seen since you've arrived in Thailand?
So when I first arrived in Thailand, it was always, there would be a couple of bars that would have a connection with maybe the local cops, and it would be considered safe to smoke in there. There was an arrangement had been set up. Nothing foreigners would know about. You just knew it was safe there. If you took the product out, you would likely get stopped, searched. So never take product away was the common talk 20 years ago. If you get caught, they're going to bust you for money or arrest you, and you can look at a couple of years in jail. So it was pretty frightening. It was always you were looking over your shoulder. You didn't know. People would often stand but if they wanted to smoke on the beach, people often stand in the water and smoke a joint in the water. And if anyone came, they could get rid of it pretty safely, they felt,
right. That's
so everyone had their own little tricks, I think. The quality of weed was usually, it was the Thai, what we call the brick packed weed, which had seeds in, which had stems in, but that was better than nothing because it wasn't always available.
Right.
And then I think there was a local grower had brought some seeds from America and was growing weed, the California style, and that just changed the whole game. We'd never experienced having that type of quality available. And as that became available, it was still black market. How people felt about, there was people, if you knew people, you knew people. It wasn't publicly talked about. You'd never let people know, because if someone wanted to point out, oh, so-and-so has cannabis, the police could come and search you. If they found cannabis, you were in big trouble. Then legalization, it became medical cannabis. You could get a prescription. You could have cannabis oil. It was a gray area, what was legal, what wasn't legal. The police were told, I believe, just to drop it and leave it alone. Don't, we've agreed this is legal now. So it was like a free-for-all at the first 3 years. But as now, when you walk out, you can often smell cannabis. And although legally you're not supposed to do cannabis in public, people do. The rules are sort of just don't disturb anyone nearby. Fame, there's still a stigma about cannabis. Cannabis isn't, because it's still relatively unknown as a medicine, although it's been used for hundreds of years in Thailand. It's documented here that the king of Thailand almost 300 years ago was using cannabis. And it's my intention at the hotel is to put some sort of museum featuring cannabis and the history of cannabis, because I think that's an important part of the story that people like, and especially for the Thai people, when they realized that the royal family had been using this many years and through the centuries.
Learning the culture behind the things that we do, cannabis in particular, helps you have a newfound respect for the plant. You don't look at it as something to just get high. You look at it as something that our people, use generations and generations before us. So I think that's the first stepping stone really to destigmatizing the plant, is looking at the history behind it. And will it be specifically for Thailand? Like, will it feature Thailand history around the plant, or just world history? Just curious.
I'd like it to be a bit more than just Thailand. I think I'd like to maybe include globally, and include maybe something with some of the leading cannabis guys like maybe Cheech and Chong, some items, because I think they're an important part
Fun
of the
stuff.
cannabis history. Maybe something with the dog himself, Snoop.
The dog himself. And when I travel, you feel a lot more free, a lot more safe when you know that there are positive attitudes around cannabis use at your stay. And
Exactly.
even those states have legalized it or decriminalized it in some ways, hotels, hospitality, that's a whole different ballgame. You know, they're very old school and are very slow to the draw when it comes to this stuff. So again, having these destinations that we know embrace this aspect of our lives is very comforting when you're abroad. What makes this Thailand cannabis tour different from typical industry events or trade missions? What do participants have to look forward to?
Oh my God. I've been over to the States to MJ Biz, and if we could have the experience that we have in Thailand around cannabis, if we could have that in the States, instead of having security guards telling you can't consume here, or you can't do this, you can't do that. In Thailand, you've got people following you saying, I'm sorry, sir, do you need an ashtray? Or
See, I love that.
You guys need a light. Would you guys like, and a different attitude? Would you like some fresh fruit? Are you guys okay? Do you need any drinks or something? And can I get a small beer, please? Put that on my bill. Sure, no problem. And that type of attitude is different. And we at the hotel, we call this wellness your way, because each of us has a different idea what wellness is. Fame. For some of us, it might be having that military style workout in the morning with someone shouting and screaming at you to do another 10 wall balls, push-ups, or burpees. And for someone, it might be just taking a hike on the beach in the morning, a morning stroll with your shoes off, a joint in one hand, and a couple of people with you. We're just having a good conversation. A nice choice of edibles, water-soluble products, infused honey sticks, cookies.
An experience.
Yeah, or on a mixture of pre-rolls, some indicas, sativas, hybrids. We've got a whole range of products. And we have a cannabis concierge who looks after people from when they check in, what the experience they're looking for.
I love that. Yes, we need to be able to accommodate all levels of consumption. And then, I think that a lot of people, when they hear about a space being a cannabis safe space, they automatically assume like, oh, if I'm not smoking, I'm not going to be welcomed here. I'm going to be looked at funny. So I think it's important to lead with that. Whatever it is you're into, however it is you consume, we got to.
Yeah, at the moment, the hotel's full. We're in the middle of high season, or we've just had the start of high season. We've got Christmas, January, February, March, April, and then from May through to mid-December, it goes very quiet here in Thailand.
Oh, really?
Generally, the season drops off.
Okay.
But that's the season we want to run a series of courses on how to grow. I'm looking to partner with a big grower, or someone like one of the more legendary growers, like Swede would be perfect,
I definitely will.
Let's organize an event for the summer where you bring a group of ladies over.
Don't tempt me.
No, I want to tempt you. We have, I'll tell you what is lovely. We do yoga with elephants.
What?
So there's an elephant sanctuary here with retired elephants. There's a charity here. They buy the elephants from working farms and tourist places. They just try and get as many elephants as they can, retire the elephants, and then the elephants just do nothing except get washed every day and fed peeled bananas.
And they do yoga.
And no, they stand around and you do yoga and they're in the background. And we do a yoga with cannabis, a yoga high. And you can have a joint, enjoy time with elephants. The elephants are so loving because they've retired. They're not working. There's no elephant rides. They're just happy to be fed. And sometimes they walk off. Sometimes they hang out.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. I'm tempted.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk to V as well. And, we're definitely going to plan a trip because she was already sending for me.
Fame, very nice to meet you, and do come and stay with us. You would love it here.
You as well. Have a good night. All right, y'all. So, to all the pros out there, thank you so much for listening. You can find this episode on YouTube and anywhere podcasts are found. Be sure to subscribe to Exhale Social Pro by visiting exhalesocial.com, going to the Pro tab, subscribing. You'll get all types of tips and tricks for the business professional, as well as wellness advice. The sponsors for the High Road Beyond Borders tour are Marijuana Ventures, BakedBot AI, Siam Green, Izumo Green, the Beach Samui, Cash Color Cannabis, Psychedelic States of America. And make sure you get your passports ready because the High Road Beyond Borders tour is coming to Thailand. Have a good night.